Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to interview a very special musician who is an American but plays Chinese古琴, which is a 7-string zither, has 5,000 years history. He's not only play 古琴, but he also plays piano and keyboard for the blues or the jazz band. He plays 二胡 too. And he also owns a sound recording company which name is 八卦. So he is also a sound engineer. So today we will interview him, Michael Mendenhall. Hi, Michael.
Hello.
Thank you for taking the interview. The audience will greatly benefit from hearing your story and understanding how you navigate and integrate those distinct musical words. So first thing, please tell us why you choose 古琴 but not other Chinese instruments such as 古筝, bamboo flute, or 箫. When and where did you learn 古琴?
So I was working for Intel Corporation in Sichuan, China, Chengdu, outside of Chengdu City, actually, close to Pixian, actually. And the first instrument I started to play was the erhu.
Oh, wow, okay.
and so I learned the erhu, and I had a teacher that worked for Intel that taught me how to play erhu. And
Really?
we did some concerts together. I was playing Purple Bamboo.
So is him Chinese who works for Intel?
Yes.
Oh, wow, okay.
And then I got involved with the Chengdu Ancient Music Society, which is right in Chengdu, and I met my Guqin teacher there, and I just love the history of the Guqin. So much music and so much history go back almost 6,000 years.
So before you met your 古琴 the master, have you ever heard the music?
I did hear it.
Okay.
When I was in China, I hadn't heard it when I was in the United States.
Okay.
But when I was in China, I listened, because I've always been, huge fan of music. So
Yeah.
when I was there in Sichuan, I listened to a lot of Chinese music.
So you just fall in love with the 古琴 song?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you met the master, so what did you guys do? I mean, you start to ask him, or he show you the ancient characters?
Oh, no, it showed me taught me how to read the ancient Guqin
The notation, yeah.
And it was actually a woman, and
Oh.
she was a teacher at the Chengdu Institute for Ancient Music, and
I
she
see.
taught Guzheng and Guqin.
Okay.
And so I started taking lessons from her, and I did for actually like 2.5 years while I was there in Chengdu. Would take
Okay.
lessons from her, and then we did a couple of concerts there at the institute. And
Oh, nice. So after you start to learn 古琴, did you give up the 二胡?
oh no, I didn't give it up, but I started focus more on the Guqin. You know how it is.
Yes.
You get interested in one instrument, and then you
Yeah.
kind of focus on that. But,
Okay.
I still have 2 erhus.
Oh, wonderful. So maybe next time you actually can show us to play that.
Yeah, I love that. I have a video. We did a concert, and we did Purple Bamboo. I was playing erhu, and my erhu teacher was playing the pipa.
Oh, okay. So your 二胡teacher also is so talented,
Yes.
plays the pipa too.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you met a lot of talented musicians in Chengdu. Okay. So when you work for the Intel, you mean that's the computer science company, right?
That's right.
Okay.
The microprocessor company.
Okay. And then so when you work there, you work as a kind of so-called region manager there?
Oh, I was, my title was country manager for China.
The country, okay.
And we had two factories there in Chengdu. And when I left, about 3,000 employees.
Oh, wow, okay.
So they all report to me. I was the site manager and the country manager for China.
So you are always busy.
I was always busy, yes, that's true.
Okay. And then when you learned the Guqin, did your master also teach you how to maintain the Guqin and also how to tune it? Because I know the tuner is very hard.
Oh, of course. Yeah. And this particular instrument, my master knew a very famous Guqin master in Chengdu that makes Guqin. Cheng Zhenwei is his name.
Okay.
And took me to his house.
Oh, okay.
And he said, here's three that I will sell you one of them if you want.
So you have three Guqins?
No, I just bought one.
Okay.
I do have three Guqin, but only this one was made by that great Guqin master.
Oh, so that's a handmade
yes,
for you.
Handmade.
Oh, that's really special. Yeah. So unique, yeah. So great. So how about you play a short piece for us now so that the audience hear that?
Okay.
That's wonderful. Thank you. I also know you play the grand piano for the jazz and blues. So when did you start to learn the piano?
I started taking piano lessons when I was 4 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's really young.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
So I started playing professionally when I was about 18.
Okay. When you say professionally?
Getting paid for playing.
Oh.
That's what I mean, professional.
Okay, so you mean someone doesn't get paid is not professional?
Well, I mean, that's true. Even if you look at sports, the amateur athletes don't get paid, but the professional athletes get paid.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Okay. And then can you show us a short piece of the blues and the jazz?
Okay.
So what the piece you will play now is a jazz or the
This is a jazz piece.
Jazz piece, okay.
It's called Monin.
Monin, okay.
Monin.
Please, yeah, thank you. Nice. Okay, so next one you will play jazz?
Blues.
Oh, blues. That's right. Yeah, blues.
So this is This doesn't even have a name. This is just my blues.
Oh, really? Your blues? Okay,
Well,
let's hear that.
Okay, yeah.
It's pretty. Thank you. So since you play both Chinese music and blues and jazz, so how did you bridge the traditional Chinese music with the soulful sounds of the band's blues and are eager to explore your insights, experience, and techniques?
Yeah, so to me, all music is something that comes from the heart, the soul, The good music is, people can play just by reading music.
Yes.
But to me, good music is when you can feel it.
That's
when
true.
somebody plays it, you can feel it inside,
Right.
So this is what I try to bring to all different genres of music, is this feeling of putting your heart and soul into it, and then the audience being able to feel that.
Right. Then that means just not just sight reading the notes,
Right.
but you play the interpretation, express how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
with the
And it's
music.
all in for playing stringed instruments or even keyboard instruments. It's all in how you touch it, how you feel it, how you play loud or play soft. You can read the notes. Maybe it tells you play louder here, play softer here, but the true thing is when you can feel it inside and then you put that feeling into how you're playing.
Yeah, then that means just like we make kimchi, you just have to let the vegetable soak into that.
That's right, that's right.
Then
I call it 泡菜.
Yeah, the 泡菜, that's right. Or the Sichuan 泡菜.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like it?
Oh, I
The
love
Sichuan-
the
you like
Sichuan food, it's so good. How could you not like it?
Right.
Well, I guess if you don't like spicy food, you won't like it. But, so good, and there's where the Intel plant was by Pixian, that's a very famous, because of Pixian, they make douban there, and they have for
Oh, that's
thousands of
right.
years.
豆瓣酱, yeah.
Pixian douban.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, very famous,
Right.
all over China. And they make this fermented chili bean paste, and they've been making it for thousands of years there in Pixian. So they make it really good.
That's the traditional way, not the chemical things.
That's right. They make it in big pots, and they just let it ferment sometimes for months or years.
Right, yeah. And also, so when you work and learn Guqin in Sichuan, did you speak in Mandarin there, or you speak in Sichuan dialect? Or you speak in English?
Well, at Intel, all the business is done in English.
Okay.
But the workers on the factory floor were not required to speak English.
Right, okay.
So I learned,
The
my
dialect?
Chinese is very bad, but I learned enough to be able to go on the floor and actually work with the people, with the Chinese people on the floor, and they trained me even.
Oh, okay.
So
So that is the dialect in Sichuan?
the Sichuan dialect is, it's very close to Mandarin, right?
Right.
But there's
The tonal is
there's
different.
a few tonal things
Yeah.
and a few expressions that only Sichuan people would say.
That's right. The special word, and they know that. You know, and I know you are also a sound engineer and own a company called Bagua. So what is the meaning of the company and what do you do?
So it was a Bagua, you probably know, means 8 trigrams. This is the ancient divination method called the I Ching, I Ching in Chinese. And so that's why I named the studio Bagua Studio, because I've studied the I Ching and the Tao Te Ching, you know, since I was 18 years old.
Okay.
So long before I went to China, I was already very interested and had been studying Chinese philosophy for years.
Oh, that's nice. So that's why that will help you play古琴, because it's very scholar, the instruments. Yeah. So what is your approach to sound engineer and how it enhances your music?
For sound engineering, and especially for recording, I mean, to me, it's all about making if I'm playing the music, then it has to sound good to me.
Right.
If I'm recording somebody else, it has to sound good to them.
That's right.
And so that's the way I approach it, right? I do whatever I need to do to make it sound the best it can. That's where I go, and then I always work with the other musicians I'm working with to make sure that they're hearing what they want to hear.
So you actually, because I saw the equipment here, you must spend a lot of money and time on, researching those equipment and technique.
Oh yes, of course. I mean, like I said, I started to play piano when I was 4. When I was 5, I got my first guitar, so I started playing guitar.
Oh, you also play guitar, okay. One more instrument. We just figure out, okay, yeah.
I have a drum set, but I don't call myself a drummer. But I can, I can make a beat. But I mainly have it just for recording.
Right.
For recording other people playing.
Okay,
drums.
then that means if you have a band here, and if they need to have some percussion, then you actually can help them because you have the drum set
That's right.
here.
And also, other percussion instruments.
Oh, yeah, like those drums, yeah, that's nice. Okay, so thank you so much to share your, the talent here. So is there anything you like to let the audience know, or will you give some suggestions to people who like to learn Chinese music?
My suggestion is listen as much as you can. Listen to as much Chinese music as you can, and that way you can determine what touches you. And then you can dive deeper into that. And that's really true of any kind of music, right? I mean, you listen to all kinds of music. Find the thing that makes your heart go beat a little bit faster,
Right.
And then go study that some more.
Right. Then that means just like we learn language, when we learn a new language, we just learn the way directly to do it, but not try to translate that. It means we have to listen to the language a lot. So the first thing is to try to imitate that. So it's not the way you start to learn erhu or guqin. I mean, how the learning the process is the first thing you listen to a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then next, I was very interested in erhu. Erhu is a 2-string bowed instrument, very very soulful sound, I think. And so once I got interested in it, and then one of my employees told me, oh, well, I also teach erhu. And I said, oh, well, I want to learn. And so I got an erhu, and she taught me. That's what I was saying. And then we played at a concert in Chengdu for a children's.
For children there. Yeah. Okay. Then that means because you learned the piano since age 4, so that kind of the training.
Not 84.
Huh?
Since the age of 4, yes.
Yeah, the age 4, when you were 4 years old.
Yeah.
Then that means that because the piano training is good for your ear when you learn 二胡, because the 二胡 is like the violin. It means you have to know where is the right pitch.
You have to hear it, yeah.
Right.
Because there's no frets or even markers like there are on a guqin.
Right.
Nothing on an erhu. You just have to know where it is.
Right.
You have to do it by ear.
That's right. So that's why all those kind of the training and actually help you whenever you learn the new instrument.
Oh, that's
a
absolutely
new culture.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, having a musical background from when I was a very young child, being able to read music and just being able to listen to it and then, try to imitate it.
Right.
And then, take lessons and show how to do it.
Right.
That's always been. And even when I was young, when we had to do little recitals and things, when you're a music teacher, my thing was always I would read the music and learn the piece perfectly, but then when I played it, I didn't want to see the music because I want it to come out of my heart. I need to memorize it first,
right.
So I know it well enough to where I could put some feeling into it.
Yeah, just like today when you play guqin and jazz and blues, you don't read the music. It's all in your brain, in your mind. Yeah, that's really, really nice. So you learn, the guqin and the 二胡. Which one you think is harder, or you think they are equally difficult?
Oh, that's a good question. I think maybe because I also play guitar, so play guqin is easier for me.
Oh, because the fingering,
It's a string instrument, and I never play a bow instrument before.
Oh, okay.
So erhu, learning it a little more difficult. And once I started playing guqin, I realized, this instrument really talks to me. And it has for years, in the history of China. I mean, this has been probably the oldest instrument there is.
Right. And then so in other words, the 二胡, the harder part is the bowing, your right hand.
The bowing,
right.
And also the fingering, like you pointed out. I mean, there's no nick or anything. You just touch the strings.
Right.
And that's how you change the tone.
Right. Yeah, the bowing things is actually more difficult than the other hand. I mean the left hand for
It's so interesting on the erhu because the bow goes in between the strings.
Right. We only have 2 strings.
There's only 2 strings, but the bow goes right in between them.
Right.
And so you pull back on the bow to play one string and push forward a little bit to play the other string.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, to manage the bow is so important because that's in fact your the interpretation.
That's right.
Expression. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Great. Thank you so much for taking the interview today. We have very interesting and fun, and thank you so much to share that with us. Thank you, and I hope to see you next time so you can show us your percussion.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, see you. Bye.